This
bills.
conference will now be recorded.
Yes, sir. Definitely. If you have created and if you have not paid, then definitely it will ask you to pay the pending amount, right?
Okay. So can I see which services it is charging?
Yes. Go to billing dashboard, which I explained you, right? So go to the billing dashboard and you will see that one. Actually, if you don't pay, right, you can't log in itself only. You need to go for it. So actually, before that, always make sure you go and click on this billing dashboard and check your bills. But in generally, as you have over time overtook it, now you want to pay it, it will come up and say, please pay now first.
Okay. So if I pay now, will it be charging more
Ye-
because
Yes, it will. No, if you pay now and send a mail to Amazon, you once you pay the amount and then go back to here, uh, go back to support center and raise basically pay the amount, raise a ticket. My AWS account is, can you please activate again? Billing and dashboard, activate account. So you have a lot of things, account level, activate it and then it should work fine. Okay, fine. So let's go and try to create one EC2 instance. Now I make, okay, I can paste the user data. That's not a problem. I don't want to paste the user data. Let's paste the user data first one. Last time it did not work because of my mistake. So now let's go and launch one EC2 instance. Kumar AWS wait. Control A. That's what I did last time. Got it. Okay. So let's go back. I would like to go and select demo Windows server tag. You can add a number of tag. I want to go for a Windows system for now. I'll select 2012, 16, whatever things you have it, you can select it. Okay. Hope you understood which one you want to launch it. You can launch it anything. I'm selecting 2012 base one. Okay. And then I'm not going to select T2 dot small. T2 dot small. I want to go for it. Key pair. Either you can create a key pair. Last time you remember I created Khalid key pair or something like that. You can create a key pair or you can select your key pair. I'm selecting my key pair. In general, in real time, what will happen? For every EC2 instance, you will not go and create a new key pair. And lot of time, if you're working in a product based company, it will be like this one. What is this one? What is this one? Proceed without. In real time, some of the real time, it will be like this one. What is the benefit? Can anyone tell me? I need seniors to answer on this one. Why do you go and create a EC2 instance without any key pair? If you don't have any key pair, can you log into that server? No. Then why people are, why there is an option called as create a key pair without no, basically it says not recommended, but why do you have an option where you can create a server without any key pair? Seniors,
Yeah,
User,
without asking for password,
then how do you log in?
just a username.
username? Need
Username? No,
user.
sir. Windows will not work without password. You need at any cost password. You can't log in without any key pair for the first time, or you need something. So what is the reason? What is the purpose of this one? Think and tell me in your organization what would happen and everything. That is what I'm saying you serious, seniors.
multiple
For
project
every,
can be used the same instance.
Yes, sir. First of all, how do you log in if something goes wrong? How do you log in? You can't log in. More 10 minutes, 10 seconds.
Forget passwords.
For
Hey,
every time keeper will change.
who said, sir? Who said?
Khalid.
No, absolutely wrong. If every time you password key pair changes, now in my life I'll create 10 servers. My entire life will be checking the key pairs only. Key pair you provided one day. Khalid, I created a key pair. I created it. Khalid, the key pair is for this server. When you select it, that's it. It will never change. Then what is the reason why this option came into picture? Seniors, think about it, sir. Juniors are 2 years, 3 years of experience. You might not answer. You are seniors.
No
What is
options
this
to
one?
change the key pair.
Huh?
No options to change the key pair.
Then how do you log in?
Then if it is one time enabled, then we cannot able to
No,
change.
no, no. Absolutely wrong answer. Absolutely wrong answer. Think, sir, in your day-to-day life, what are you doing? Come on, sir. This is disappointing, especially seniors. Very simple, sir. I can go key pair without any, what is that? Proceed without any key pair. If I come up with my own active directory, I don't know whether you people know it or not. I can create in my organization, in your organization, you have an active directory. In active directory, you can create security groups. What is that security group? And you can add people, like you have a security group called as admin group. Okay, then you have something called as, okay, read only group, like this one. In your active directory in your organization, you have it. So in that one, what I don't want any password, random password which generated in AWS. Only the people who are part and parcel of this domain, only the people who come of the people who are logging into the organization policy can log in. So they can't. So like if you're working in Infosys company, this particular EC2 instance, I will add it to EC2 active directory of active directory of uh, Infosys, and add admin group to this particular system. So what will happen? Only the admin people can log into this system who are part and parcel of that group. Active directory users. Hope you got it, seniors.
Yes.
Okay, so you go for it. I'm selecting an existing key pair right now. Nothing I will do. Go for it. I want to go and change the VPC. I'll select a default VPC. Maybe I'll go and select which VPC. I don't know which VPC I selected. Demo VPC. Can I go for it? Vamshi test. I'll go for 8 a.m. VPC. I'll go and make it. This one should be in public subnet. I want to enable, what is that? Public IP address, security group. What is the Windows system security group to log in? What's the protocol port number? 3389. It should not be seeing in the
Same thing.
book, sir. It should be present in your mind. 3389 port number is, what is the protocol? RDP
RDP.
protocol, very, very important. And here I also want, what is that? Here I also want application to be
SSH.
installed. Application is running on port number 80. So I can just go back and select, I want HTTP port number. HTTP port number is 80, and this port number should be accessed from anywhere in the world. I'm providing IPv6 and IPv4. This is IPv4 and this is IPv6. Both the people port number 80 is open to the entire world. Anywhere in the world, or sorry, I can make it like this one. Anywhere in the world. Okay, remove it. That's fine. So you see, I added it. I don't need to work anything. One storage I want. What is the size of the EBS volume? 30 GB. I will go and create another one, which is, let's take an example, D drive. What is the D drive size? 8 GB. Pretty straightforward. You can go below advanced networking. I don't want to worry about any advanced settings. You can go and provide IP address, auto recovery, shutdown behavior. I told you all these things, whichever you want to go for it. You can select it. By default, all these things are there. Then I can paste, what is that? User data. Control C, paste it. Okay. The number of instances is equal to how many? 1, 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Windows Server gets created. Okay, yes or no? I created. So what I'll do, I'll create another server right now for you. What is the reason? What is the server I created here? Windows Server
Demo.
2012 R2. And did I pasted user data? User data installs, configure everything, and the website will be ready. www.kelly.com, you can click on it and it will work. I pasted my user data in such a way that, but what did I written in user data? What is the meaning of a web server? How do I install a web server? To make a web application, you need to install a web server. What are those web server and which one I have chosen? Everything I automated. You will also copy and paste the user data done, but what's happening in the background? Let us do this one manually to understand. Is it clear? First one, I'm pasting a direct user data, which is having everything. It will download, what is that one? Python. It will download CLI. It will download web server. It will go and install web server. It will make port number 80 open, and it will say, hello Khalid, hello Chandu, or whatever we pasted it, right? It will come back and it will provide it. Is it clear, right? But how do I install a web server? Let's go manually. So this one is getting created, sir. Let it run. I don't care. I would like to launch another server now, and I would like to do manually, because very important. You need to do all the things manually in your life first time. If you want to become an expert in automation side, believe me, always remember, if some task is given, you need to do the task everything using manually, no automation. First understand, what do you do? First write it down, download it. Second one, what did I do? I extracted. Third one, what did I do? Fourth one, right? Now write it down. Those steps, 10 or 15 steps, you will get it right manually. That step you will do it automation. If you don't know how do you do manually, you cannot do automation. Keep it in your mind. I'm doing manually. I'm selecting Windows Server 2012. Nothing I'll do. I'll go for t2.small because I need little bit memory. I am selecting a key pair is equal to server all. Okay, then I want to create this network into 8 AM. Subnet is equal to public subnet. IP address is auto assign. Security group is equal to, I'm saying 3389 open to anyone. Right now add port number http anyone port number, what is that? 80. I don't want anything. 30 GB I want. Summary is 1. That's it. I just click on what is that? Launch a server. Let the server launch. Now I only launch Windows Server 2012. No user data. So only Windows Server 2012 is there. Then how do I create a website? Very important step in your life. Remember this one. You use hundreds of softwares. I don't care. But the methodology is same. If anyone come up and say, can you create a website? So what should I do for a website? Is it clear, right? This is a manual way. Let this server gets created. This server, both the servers are getting created right now. So one server is already running. What is the second server, sir? Okay, manually, second server is in pending state. First server, automation way. Let's see. See here, sir, how I did it. I pasted the user data. Wait for some time. If the user data is completely running, maybe it may take some time. In the background it would have running. If it is running, I created a website only, http:// paste it. That's it. An IIS page is there. I installed a web server IIS. I'll do it manually and show you. This page in a user data, what I'm doing in the background, after 1 minute, what will happen? In the user data, I've written the program like this. If you can see here, it will download some other softwares and everything, and it will go and install, what is that? Web server. And what is that? Sleep. It will not do. It will sleep for how many seconds? In this seconds, what is happening? IIS is installed and IIS page is coming. And after that, what I want to do, I want to change it to what is that? Welcome to same. Everything is done automatically. I don't need to take. So if you see here, next time if you go and click on it, if everything is running, done. I created this website. Anyone in the world can click on it. Anyone in the world can click on this URL. Either this AWS has provided a DNS name, or what is this one? Public IP address. Any one. HTTP slash slash. HTTP is the port number 80, right? I opened it and you go and click on it anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. Now go and click on HTTP 18.234.187.94. If you go and click on it, anywhere in the world, the website will work. Is it clear? I created a website, but what is happening in the background? How did I create it? I am an expert in writing automation, web server, and anything. And I have written it, I pasted it, done, dusted. But what is happening in the background? Let us do manually. Okay, so please write it down. First thing, write it down, sir. Any web application, today's life is all about web based application, not Windows based application or console based application. 99.99% of the applications are web based. Are you able to visit Swiggy? Swiggy is what application, sir? In the background, all these things are web APIs, web, everything in the world is web. So when you want to expose any pages to the world, what are the things you need to make sure you need to install? What is that, sir? Very famous web server in the world is second one, Nginx. Third one, which I installed is, what is that? IIS. Why did I install IIS? IIS is created by a company called as, what is that? Microsoft. For what is that? Windows. It is inbuilt. It is inbuilt. Is it clear, right? It is inbuilt. Apache, Nginx, IIS, Windows. Is it clear? IIS, Windows. Which one you want to install? You can install it. All these YouTube videos are present in YouTube. YouTube is very famous. Go and check on how to install Apache Tomcat. How do you go for Nagios, Nginx? How do you go for IIS? You will get it. Let me show you for Windows. Very simple. It is all up to you. When I go for Linux, I'll show you how do I install Apache. Pretty simple. What did I do? I close the page? No. So let's log into this server. Second server, which is manually. Let's do it manually in front of you. I'll go and click on add, get the password, provide your key pair. Where is your key pair? Select your key pair. Decrypt it. You got the password. I log into Windows Server 2012 R2. Sir, what should I do? See, Windows Server is getting created in North Virginia. I created and it is logging. It will be slightly slower. I recommend you to create a server in Mumbai. First, I would recommend you to create a server in Hyderabad. If the Hyderabad region is not working, Hyderabad is newly created, you have certain problems. Then you go and create it in Mumbai. Is it clear? Windows Server 2. Nothing. Any code executed in the background? Nothing. Why? I did not paste any user data. So let us do now manually. How do I do it? How do I install IIS? It depends upon operating to operating system, but in Windows Server, it is quite same. Go and click on it here and you have a something called as, what is this one? Server Manager. You go and just click on Server Manager. It will take some time to load. So wait for it. So this blue color is there, right? It is roaming, right? This should go away. Wait for it. How do you install a web server? Sir, did I explain you what is meant by private DNS server in VPC? Did I explain DHCP? Yes or no? How do you install those components? All the softwares in Windows, they bundled into one place, that is Server Manager. Everything you want to install, sir, I want to go for my own SMTP server. I want to go for Active Directory. I want to go for IIS. I want to install DHCP. I want to go for DNS. You are the owner. Okay. Now what do you do? After you check it out, nothing is running. Then click on, what is this one? Add roles. Click on next. Click on next. Click on next. Then whatever you want to install. But lastly, what is there? What is this one? Last one. What is this one? What is this one? Web server IO. Do you want to install web server? What is this one?
Apache.
What is this one? Oh,
Basic.
what is this one? All are bundled into one place. I want to install web server IIS. Nothing you need to do. That's it. Click on next, click on next, click on next, click on next, click on install. That's it. So what will happen when you install? Where it gets installed? It installs. Write it down. Important, sir. It's all up to you. Which one you want to install? Apache. So it will install in C inetpub. Here one folder gets created right now. Once you install, it will go and create one folder called as inetpub. Let's see. Manually, I'm doing manually. Actually, I pasted a user data also. See, one folder got created. What's the folder name? What's the folder name? inetpub is a folder. This is the place where your total web server is installed and configured. In Windows, what is the software name? IIS, Internet. What is the full form of IIS? Internet Information Service. What it will do? What it will do? It will go and install IIS. It will by default install an application called as Hello IIS with port number 80. Write it down. Please write it down. Important. So when you install IIS, what is happening right now, sir? IIS is installed. First point. Second point, a small default IIS application is installed with port number 80, HTTP port number 80. So that is the reason if you open port number 80 from outside, any person, have you seen when you click on it, it says Hello IIS, right? So by default, what will happen when you install this software? When you install this software, what will happen? IIS is installed and a default IIS application is installed with what protocol? HTTP. What port number? 80 by default. Is it clear, right? So anyone has any questions? Put number 80, it will automatically take care. Why the system is slow? I selected only 2 GB RAM and that server is present in where? North Virginia. That is the reason we'll talk about network latency in the coming classes. Very, very important class, but keep it in your mind. Okay, so what should I do right now? So if it is getting installed properly, it is not yet. If it is installed properly, what is the application? Which is the port number it is working? 80. What is the protocol? HTTP.
HTTP.
Did we open the same server port number protocol in this server? Did we open in the security group? Let's
Yes.
see. If you see here, there is a security group here. This is what is this one? Inbound. When you click on it, did we open port number 80 to the world? Yes or no? So that means it should work. So let's see now. So if it is installing properly, copy this public IP address and now you anyone in the world will type http:// and paste it here. What does this one says? What does this says? This is a default what page? IIS page. Hey, IIS, Internet Information Service, this is a page. At the end of the day, you want your own application. You want your own application. You will deploy your application if it is .NET based C# application and paste it in CNET, INET pub and it will work. I'm going for, maybe I'll go and specify, what's your name, sir? Dikshit. So I'll go and specify hello Dikshit application. So what should I do? How do I change this page? Where is this page? As I mentioned you, this page is present inside this server. Now it is done. The feature is, it should be done. It should be almost done. So you go back here. Sir, how do I know where is the, go back to C. What's the folder name? INETPub. And where is the folder you need to go? www root, and here is this page which is getting loaded, IIS page. I want to edit this page. Now you have to ask your developer to provide the application file. They will provide the application file. How do you deploy it? They will explain you. You need to deploy. Right now I don't want this much big HTML page. I'll remove it. You are the owner of HTML page. You can go and provide neatly hello Dikshit, right? Let me go and use, I'm just telling an example. I'm just taking an example, sir, to showcase you how things you can go for it. Like, you remember when you log into facebook.com, what will happen? It will ask you username and password. What is that? That's an HTML page. And let's go for it. Try. I'm just pasting you. That's it, sir. Control A. It may not work. I'm just pasting it. So you will paste this content here. Now you have an application. If you have properly configured your application, if you have typed like this one, what it is coming? Is it clear? Then what will happen as an application? Now what you will enter? When you type www.gmail.com, what is asking? Username and password. Like this one, if I can create a neat, what is that? Page with photos and everything, people enter username and password and then click on OK button, then the application work. I can create it. Right now I have created this application all over the world. Now you are basically, you will not develop this application, sir. Let's take an example. Anywhere in the world, now you are the owner. Is it clear? Are you able to understand how I created a website? Now you people may think about it. You may think about it, sir, who's going to remember 44.212.119. This is 1 second. I can change it. Don't ask me any questions. Don't ask me any questions right now. This is another AWS service. What is the website you want? You will purchase the website www.dikshit.com. He will purchase. I purchased, this UI. I have already purchased a domain for our demo. What is the domain name? kellyamazon.com. 1 second, nothing I'll do. I'll click on this one. I'll go and click on IPv4 alias is equal to no. I will paste this one. So don't ask me what I'm doing, sir. This is separate AWS service. This is an awkward name, right? I'm converting into a beautiful name. What is that? Next time onwards, what do you type? So you click on save. Wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Wait for 1 or 2 minutes. That's it. Wait for 1 minute. It may not work. http://www.kelly.com. Now after 2 or 3 minutes, you go and click on this one. What will happen? The form will come. I converted my total application. This activity is 2 days in 2007, 2008. 2 days is minimum. Right now I can do it in 2 minutes, and if I paste my user data, right, it is in 50 seconds. Is it clear? So the power of EC2 instance, now you will get it. Let's write it down. What is the power of EC2 instance? I created a website, I hosted a website, yes or no? Is it working fine? Yes or no? What is the meaning of EC2. What is the meaning of E? Elastic means in English word. What is the meaning of elastic? Anything, right? Let's see the power of the beauty. Now, how many volumes I added here? What are the volumes? C drive and D drive. D drive, what is the size? 8 GB. Nothing. So if you go and say, sir, what is that, sir? What you have done in AWS? Okay. Let's see now. You go back to PC. Sir, where is the D drive, sir? What the nonsense is happening? Where is the D drive? Sir, this is not the problem with my AWS. This is a problem with Microsoft. Before you add any volume, before you add any disk, you need to do initialization, cleanup, and all those things. That is Windows task. So what you need to do for this one, go and click on maybe component service. Am I wrong? No, this is wrong. No, not this one. You need to go for a disk management. Either you can go and click on, I would recommend you to go for computer manager. Click on computer manager, and then you have, what is this one? Disk management. Click on it. You will have 2 disks here. Are you able to understand? Did we create a second one, or did we have not attached it? Let's see. That is for the first server, I think.
So in the manual one, we haven't added.
Yes, good. I remember in the manual one we have not attached it, but that's not a problem. See the beauty of AWS. Now, if you go back and see how many volumes are attached, if you can see, only one volume is attached, D1. Array, I did not attach another one. What should I do? Click button, sir. Go back to what do you want? You want another volume to be attached? Another volume to be attached, right? So simply go back and see what is this one? Volumes. Click on it. What should I do? What is this one? Create a volume. And general purpose volume, what is the size? Let's take an example. I want, what is the size? What is the size? 8 GB. Simple, sir. Nothing you need to do. Come back and what do you do? That's it. Volume got created. What is the volume name I created? I did not provide it. What is the name? I did not provide any volume name. Sir, then how do you remember? You need to go and click on it. What is this one? Available. This volume I created. Now I selected that server volume and click on what is this one? What is this one? Attach a volume to the EC2 instance. What is that EC2 instance? And what is that? Manual. Select manual. Click on attach. Server is attached. You can go back here right now. Where is the volume attached? Right click. See. Okay. Let's see. Right click.
Yeah, Kumar, this is Satish.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have added only 8 GB, right? We can add more.
You are the
How much
owner. You can
should be
add
the
10
limit?
terabytes also.
Okay, fine. It will be any
I'll do it
chargeable or
dynamically. No. Everything is chargeable, sir. They're providing this one as a service. Why they will not charge you?
okay? So,
Okay. You
okay,
right
fine.
click on this one, refresh it. Like for your
Because
example,
while
what
we
is
are
the drive I
installing
have attached here? What is the drive I have
yes,
attached here?
20
20 GB.
GB.
Can you please mute your system, sir? So right click on this one, make it online. How do you attach it? Right click on this one, right click on this one, and then what do you do? What do you want to do? Okay. What is this one? Format. Click on format. Okay. Now your total volume is ready. You can go back. What is there? Okay. Okay. Why I provided 8 GB? Why it took 20 GB? We'll talk about this one because the snapshot size is minimum is 20 GB. We'll talk about that one. How much is this one? 20 GB. Later point of time, I can add more data here in 20 GB. Now I need how much GB? Sir, why did you create a 20 GB, sir? I need 40 GB. Who asked? One click. And no downtime. So go back. What is the volume name? Yo, what is the volume name, man? This is the volume, right? 20 GB. Okay, I think this is the volume. Select this volume. And what you can do? Action. What do you do? What is this?
8 GB, sir. Below one, sir. We did for below
Below
one.
one? I
Yeah,
don't
8
think
GB.
so. Just give me 1 minute. How do I know whether this is the volume which I selected or not? Pretty easy. Go back to EC2, and in the below you will have that volume ID, sir. Very simple, no need to worry. Go to that EC2 instance. This is manually, and you will see another volume is attached here in the below. See, click on that one, it will show you the volume ID. Click on that one, it will go back to this volume ID, which is what is that? 20 GB. So I selected this one. I will click on action. Array yaar. I'll click on action. What is this one? Modify volume. I'll make this one to, what is that? Click on OK. Done. Dusted. Done. Done. Sir, where is that one, sir? Sir, if you go back and see, what is this one? I'll right click and do refresh. I'll do a refresh. Where is that, sir? Only again 20 GB, sir. That's a problem. There is no problem with AWS. There is a problem with Windows. So again, you need to go back here. What do? You right click on this one and do, what is that? Refresh. Okay, another volume is allocated. What is that? 20 GB. What should I do? Right click on this one. What should I do? Should I create a new volume, or I have to attach it here? Attach it here, right click here, and then what do? Extend. Click on next, next, next. Govinda, done. Go back here, and now you refresh it. What is the size? Did I restart the system? One click. 40 GB is converted 20 GB. No, sir, 40 GB is not sufficient, sir. I want to convert into 80 GB. Right click and click on 80. Done. This is the power of elastic cloud computing. I don't restart the system, but the volume is changed. Got it, sir? Anyone has any questions? You are the what name? Go and change it. You are the owner of this volume, sir. This is Windows. Now, what do you want to do? Nothing related to Microsoft. Nothing related to AWS. AWS has created a server and provided something. Now, what do you want to do it? Tomorrow, let us take an example. That particular drive is not changeable. Don't go and ask AWS. AWS has launched Windows system and given to you. If it is not supporting, you need to ask Microsoft, not AWS. Is it clear? That is the reason it is called as IaaS. Infrastructure is responsible for whom? AWS. Rest of the operating system, everything, who's responsible? Where did you purchase? They are responsible. Is it clear, guys? Very, very, very important. I created a website. Now let's see whether it will work or not. I don't know. I need to go and check it out. Let's see. But the way I created a website, the way we create Kelly, so it takes some 5 minutes of time, sir. I think why I think I got it. I think our guys, sorry guys, these people don't take it seriously. Let's see. The domain got expired, I think so. I'm 100% sure. So it shows here. See, that's the reason it's not working. Domain is expired, so I'll purchase it and I'll give it to you. And December 5th it got expired. kellyamazon.com. Is it clear, right? You can do magics here. Write it down. Very, very important. Why? Understood, right? How did I create it manually? How did I install manually? You are the owner. What do you want to install? You can do anything, whatever you want to do it in your life. Okay. Same thing. What did I do? I pasted as a user data. It automatically installed the IAS. It will automatically select hello IAS AMM page. All these things. I am an automation guy. I know it. I pasted it. If you know what you want to do for SAP, what you need to do? First, do installation of SAP manually. Step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, step number 4, step number 5. Understood that step number 5? Do that one in an automated fashion. That is what the role of a DevOps is. Any questions, online people? Is it clear, sir?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
we created a folder inet pub, right?
Please bring your mask. Tomorrow onwards, please bring your mask, everyone. Okay? Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
We created a folder inet pub, right? So we edited.
We did not create any folder, sir. IAS installed and it created.
Yeah. So we actually edited the program there, so we can put any program there or what?
Sir, this is a inet www root. Then where is your application? I pasted my simple page. I changed it. Where is your application? Where is your .NET application? Your
Okay,
developer will provide a .NET application. You will keep it here, change the configuration, then it will work as your application. Got it?
okay, okay,
You have to own your application. I changed it here to login page, but what is your application contains? You will be deploying it, right?
okay.
Okay. So if
Yeah.
that is clear, please write it down. Please write it down. The next one, you know how to change the volume. You know what is EBS volume? How to change the volume? Okay. You know how to create a web server, how to install a web server in Windows. I'll go for Linux operating system and I'll show you when time comes, that is tomorrow. Write it down. Please write it down. EC2 metadata. Please write it down. EC2 metadata reading. What is this EC2 metadata? Can you tell me what is meant by VPC metadata? What is the meaning of VPC metadata? I explained you what is the meaning of this metadata. Metadata is nothing but the properties of VPC is called as VPC metadata. The property of EC2 instance is called as EC2 metadata. Sir, where is this metadata, sir? I don't see it. It is here, sir. If you go back and see, what is this one? Where should I keep this one? Okay, if you go back and see, you click on this EC2 instance, right? This is your EC2 instance, right? This is your EC2 instance. And this server is launched in which region? How do you know? You can how did I log in? I log in with what is that one? I log in with graphical interview user, that is management console, and it is clearly seeing what is this one, which region? North Virginia. Which AMI ID I used to create it. You will see the total information of that EC2 instance. What is the public IP address? What is the private IP address? Okay. What is the public DNS name? Private DNS name? What is the instance type? What is, whether it is running or not? Which availability zone? Which security group? All these properties called as what? Metadata. EC2 metadata. S3 metadata. VPC metadata. Sir, I go and select this server. This server basically, if I want to go and find out, for your example, this server is created in which region? What do you say? North Virginia. Why? Because I am reading metadata in a graphical interface user. Now I am asking a simple question. Simple questions. I am asking you to write an automation. You people have to write an automation. You need to write an automation. Okay. Inside this server, I am asking you to write a code automation, which should go and find out which region is there. How do you go and find out? Inside this region, I can go outside and check it out. North Virginia. Now tell me if this server is in North Virginia or Mumbai. How do you know? How do you tell me inside the server? Instance ID. What is the instance ID? Is it instance type is t2.small or t2.large? I'm asking you inside this server. Now tell me from inside the server. Give me the properties of that inside the server. Tell me. Can you find it out? Sir, what is this one, sir? If I want any metadata, I'll go back here. No, I'm asking you inside. Tomorrow you are going to write a program, automation, software, which should go and detect which region is there and store the data in that region. I'm providing one task to you. How do you know the region? How do you know the which VPC? What security group? So inside the server, if you want to read the data, very, very, very important. Please write it down. There is one way to go and read the metadata. This is very, very important for AWS DevOps. Please write it down. EC2 metadata URL. What is the meaning of EC2 metadata URL? Write it down. HTTP. Go to that EC2 instance. Any EC2 instance. Windows, Linux, you don't care. All are same. HTTP / 169.254.169.254 / latest. This is what you need to type in your server. Seeing that IP address, what is that IP address? Public or private? Huh? Public or private?
Present.
Public.
Don't see my with my, that is private.
Private.
169.255. Where is this one, sir? Private. You have a 10 series private. 172.16 to 31 private. 192.168 private. 169.254. Refer to my book and tell me what is this IP address. I clearly mentioned you to write it down, this IP address, and tell me. You have written this one. What is that?
address.
What is that, sir?
APIPA address.
Habib
Local
address.
address. APIPA. Yeah. Internal IP address.
What is that? What is that IP address? I said you to write it down. And I asked you to write a star mark there. What is that, sir? Linked local address. Go back and I said 169.254. Write it down. Linked local address. And you people
Yes.
don't remember, I can recollect you. Go and click on here. What is that? What is that? Reserved IP address. And you go for it. What is this IP address is reserved for? What is this one? 169.254. 256 to 169.254 IP address is reserved for. What is that? Linked local address. I asked you to write a star mark. So in AWS, this URL is used for metadata reading in AWS. With this URL, you can identify, read the complete metadata inside that server. For your example, go to Internet Explorer. This Internet Explorer is deprecated, sir. Don't use Internet Explorer. Use Edge. And here type http://169.254.169.254, and you can also enter. When you enter it, it will go and provide you which metadata you want to read it. You want to read the latest metadata, right? So you can go and copy this one. It is pretty straightforward. Copy this one and paste it after the slash. Now, sir, in the manually, did I pasted any user data? No, but I may be bluffing you, right? I pasted user data. There is a coordinator in his hearing and say, hey, paste the user data, please. He's pasting the data as user. I may be bluffing you. How do I prove it? When you go and click on latest, it is asking, do you want to read metadata? And the last one, what is that? User data. You can paste. Did you pasted the user data? If you have pasted, after 2 months, you will forget it, right? What you paste? It is having that metadata. You can copy this metadata, paste slash and paste it. Did I pasted any user data? Did I pasted? So it says no user data. If the user data is there, the program will appear here. Is it clear? But I don't want to read the user data. I want to read what is that? Metadata. Pretty straightforward. Simply go back here. If it is 8 file, let me know, sir. I'm maybe busy. Okay, if it is 8 file, let me know. So you paste it here, enter it. What is that it is asking? It is asking so many things. Hey, in this EC2 instance, do you want to know what is your AMI ID? Do you want to know what is that? Instance ID? Do you want to know? Instance type? Do you want to know IP address, localhost, MAC IP address, networking, placement order? What do you want to know? What is this one? Security group. What is this one? Everything it is asking. What do you want to know? Sir, what should I want to know? Okay, I want to know, sir, region, sir. So region is available here in the placement. Copy this placement and click on this slash and enter it. What is this one? Region slash. What is the region I launched? Everything, whatever you want, everything, whatever you are seeing here in this EC2 instance here, everything is available here. Availability zone ID. Sir, I want to know which VPC I created. Can you go for it? Everything, as I said you, right? You can go for what is this one? Matrix. Copy this one. Slash. Paste it. Enter it. Network interface. You remember ENI? It is asking Ethernet card. In Ethernet card, what do you want? Slash. Enter. MAC IP address. So let's go and identify. All these things are UR. This is your MAC IP address. Copy this one. Ayo, what did I paste it? MAC IP address slash. Okay, I want to go and find out what is that. What is this one? VPC ID. Which one? VPC ID, subnet ID, owner, MAC IP address, total the information about your network. I want VPC ID of this system. You can get the VPC ID of this system. Is it clear? It's all up to you. The total metadata, what you are present outside, can be found inside also with this URL. Metadata. The question comes into picture is very, 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 very important. I did not explain you properly, wantedly. Sir, you click on this one. Are you getting the metadata? Yes or no? Yes? If it is yes, my question here is, if it is yes, my question here is, this is NASA server. NASA is also using AWS. Someone hacked NASA server, and if inside this server, if they click on this URL, will they get the metadata details? NASA company will come up and say, in NASA company, this metadata URL should not work. What is that? Government-based companies. Telangana government also comes and says, example, this URL should not work. Right? But it is working, right? What should I do? That is the reason there is an option here. I did not explain you correctly. So when you go back and see, when you launch, here is an option. This is before user data. What is this one? What is this one? What is this one? What is this one? Metadata access. By default, what is that? Enable. What should I do? Disable. If you click on the view, basically, will it have any metadata? No. So this is the reason why there are these options are there. 1, 2. When you click on it, what is that it is showing you? Metadata versions of all. Like which one is the version? 1.0, 2.0. Everything is providing. No, only 2.0. Is it clear, right? You are the owner to select this metadata, all these things. You want to come up and say, sir, I don't want to display sensitive data. Then you can go and click on what is that? Is it clear, right? So these things belongs to that one. Anyone has any questions? I launch one EC2 instance manually. I launch my using user data. I was able to print it. I'm able to open the port number. I'm able to log in. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change the volumes. Everything my hand. I am the owner of this one. This is the beauty of EC2 instance. Anyone has any questions? Anyone has any questions? Is it clear, right? Very easy to create, very easy to die. Sir, what is this one, sir? I don't want, sir. Why did you create this server, sir? I created this server, done. As I mentioned you, what should I do? Very simple. Go back here, and what you need to do? Select these servers, and what should I do? Delete volumes. It will automatically delete the servers. Thank you very much. All the servers is created, all the servers is deleted one shot. What is the bill? I'll get it. I use it for how many minutes? 35 minutes. I'll get the bill for 40 minutes. Is it clear? Anyone has any questions? Is it fine? This is the way you create your EC2 instance, delete your EC2 instance. What do you want to go? Launch it. Tomorrow, what I can do it, I would like to go and lot of people, sir, how many servers are there right now? What happened these two servers? Lot of people come up and say, two servers are deleted, sir, but still appearing this one, sir. What should I do? Array, sir, that is for your reference. He has kept it. No bill will come. It is, what is that? It after 4 or 8 hours, it will go away. Don't worry about all these things. The entry is for only for your reference purpose. Tomorrow, what is that? I will launch a Linux system. I will create a Linux system. I'll paste my user data and walk through the same kind of thing, how Unix or Windows, Linux are launched. Once it is done, I will go for a very deep dive. I'm not yet, I just provided a EC2 instance property normally, right? Now we will go each and everything. What is EBS optimization? What is it meant by latency? What, where, how? Very detailed. Let's go for it. Is it clear? There are chances. I'm telling you, the class is done. There are chances if I get a fever, I'll provide a class from my home. Okay, you can come to the class. Online people, there is no disturbance. You can come to the class. I will be not available, but I will be providing from the class, and the speakers, you will hear it. It's going to be same experience. It was a very good experience last time. People liked it, sir. It was very good. I can hear it very clearly because of that speakers and everything. But I don't like it. I like to come to the class. But if I have a fever, you can see, right? I I don't have any fever. My wife, my kids are having a fever. It comes to me. Then instead of having 2 or 3 days leave, I would like to come start from my home. That's very temporary. It will be out of this 70 days. It may be 1, 2, or 3 days, something like that. Is it clear, guys? Online people, they don't have any problem because I'll be online only. This is
We
for
can
your
also join the
information.
online now, sir.
Sir, everyone, you are already in online, sir.
In future upcoming days.
Pardon me?
If you are attending from your home, then we can also
Hmm.
attend from our home, no, sir.
You can also attend your home, but I recommend you to come to the class. Class is more proactive. How do I know whether you're sleeping or not, sir? I don't know that you're
Hmm.
sleeping or not. But if in classroom you can't sleep, right? That's the only advantage. I'm just joking. It's all up to you, sir. But I'll I'll try my best to come. I don't have any problem. I'm just telling you if I have it. Okay, don't create your EC2 instance. Please don't create your EC2 instance. Wait for it. I'll go and create tomorrow also EC2 instance. Tomorrow I'll install a web server. I can't wait. Everything I'll do it tomorrow. Okay? Okay, guys. Thank you.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
sorry, free Linux class ఎప్పుడు start అవుతుందా?
Linux classes Kelly Technologies will provide you, sir.
అదే
Kelly
చెప్పిన
Technologies will
message.
call back to you and arrange a classes for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, fine. Thank you.